such an asshole.
I know that 70s song that didn't suck. I want to know why every 70s song sucks. Most of them do. They're just absolutely, and then the potheads from back then who are telling you not to smoke pot now and don't have premarital sex. Oh, shave your pennies and dimes. They're like, well, man, this is great music, man. And then you look at 70s music today like that sucks. That sucks. Classic rock, 23X, the X. Not that today's music is any better, but it just... All right, get to work. What's up, man? I'm nearly 25 years old and would be finishing my associate's degree in accounting at the end of this year. I'm now wondering if I should switch to some other type of engineer as their skills get them more and better job opportunities. That is true. It would take me a few more years to finish school, but I would have some more valuable skills. I currently live at home with family and work part-time for my father, making decent money with very flexible hours, so the extra year or two doesn't bother me. The most important thing is making the smartest decision that will give me the best financial return. I live in New York City, so the best thing you can do right now is get the fuck out of New York City. Not today or tomorrow, but you're not going to work in New York City or New York State. Young, intelligent, industrious, productive people. You don't live in liberal states, you don't live in blue states, and you certainly don't live in fucking New York City. Because they will take at least, if you include rent, like with the overpriced rent there, they take at least 65-75% of your production. And they allow you to have 25%. I mean, just get the fuck, read my book, Reconnaissance Man, okay? Please read that. That's probably the best advice I've given you right now. My dreams have always been to own my own business. I have two questions. The first question is, should I change to engineering or finish my accounting degree at night while working full-time with the contractor starting my own company when I get enough experience? My second question is, which engineering fields do you think are the best? I suppose I fear finishing my accounting degree because of the field one day might become less lucrative, less opportunities. I'm inclined to agree with that. Then you got another bit of information. I asked him, okay, they're both okay fields. What do you want to do? The accounting degree I would get finished in 1 to 2 years faster, being as I'm almost done with my associates in accounting. I consider engineering because I read that they make a lot more money and there's a higher demand for them. I know my email is filled with questions, but because I am really not sure what I should do, I'd like if you could provide your opinion on what you think I should do. If engineering, which types do you recommend? What's your thoughts on me going into contracting, constructing business? And which field, accounting, engineering, do you think would help me start my own business? That's an extra few dollars because I know. Okay, so let's go reverse. Which field do you think would help you start your own business? Either one. I'm going to lean more towards engineering because engineering and STEM, that's where the economy is evolving and creating and being innovated. And a lot of people, I want to start a business. And they say, well, honestly, I'd go into computers. I go into IT. I go into software. I go into chemical engineering, something where new shit is being created and invented because the new shit is what the new businesses are. Accounting is really just a tool, a good tool to have, I might add, a necessary, not even good, an absolutely necessary tool to have when you run your business. But getting a degree in accounting is not going to get you exposure to the new and innovative and expanding fields that would create a new business. So with accounting, you buy a business that already exists, or you start a business. So I'm going to run a franchise. I'm going to buy a sports bar. I'm going to rent rental property, and that's fine. Not the sports bar, but accounting is going to be a necessary skill to have to run any business, whether it's brand new or you're just going to do the same old damn thing and get a franchise. So for innovative, creative, and entrepreneurship, I would go engineering. And what's great about accounting is it really, to run a business, unless you get so big, then you hire accountants, then you hire a CPA, chadalkincpa.com. But especially starting it off, an associate's degree in accounting, look, you know how to do the accounting cycle, you know how to read an income statement, you know what a balance sheet is, you know what a cash flow statement is. That's all you need. You don't even need the cash flow statement if you're doing like LLCs and other stuff. No one really looks at that. So you have enough accounting skill with your associates that you could certainly run the business, whatever business venture that may be, for a certain amount of time until it got so big that you as a manager, the CEO, do not have time to be dicking around with accounting. Then you outsource it. So in that case, engineering would be better. What are your thoughts on me going to contracting construction business, and which field of accounting engineering do you think would help me out start my own business? I like you. Look, you need a daytime job. And if your dad's got you a gig over in New York City, which I know is hard, basically you got to know somebody to get a job over in New York City. It sounds like your dad's got it. And if the pay is right, sure, go work in contracting and construction. Absolutely. That'll give you a skill too, like if you learn how to be a carpenter, you know how to wire, electrician, whatever. There's nothing wrong with it, but I would not let that preclude you from pursuing your degree. So accounting's a little bit easier. You can take classes online. I'm sure in New York City everything's free over there because it's not. So accounting you could kind of get at night while you're working during the daytime. Engineering, not so much. Engineering, like you maybe have to work on the weekends on construction to bring a little scratch money in. But you kind of have to be in a physical school if you're going to get a degree in engineering. So it's not as flexible. You read that there is what type of engineering? All right. It's going to change depending on the demands of the market. But basically, any engineering is a good engineering degree except for environmental engineering. That's not a real fucking thing. That is not a real fucking thing. Engineering management, not a real fucking thing. You see management in any degree? Fuck that degree. Bullshit. Bioengineering, not a real thing. I mean, it is a real thing, but anything with biology, you don't want to do it. Otherwise, your standard mechanical, electrical, civil is fine. They don't make that as much, but they still make a good money. They always become the butt end of jokes of engineers, but civil engineering is a fine degree. Would help you with that construction, if you got some background in that. Chemical is good. I mentioned electrical. Aerospace is all right, but that kind of goes with whatever's happening in the airline industry. Nuclear, same thing. Are we going to have nuclear power plants? No. Oh, goodbye. And then petroleum, but again, even petroleum engineering. Starting salaries, engineering. So it all depends on the type of degree, but let's take a look here. Computer programming, this is going from the top down to the bottom. Computer programming, chemical engineering, computer science, civil engineering. Oh no, this isn't it. Those are general degrees. I want to see 2018 engineering salary statistics. MTU. Biomedical engineering? Really? Okay, I'm a little suspicious of that one. Civil engineering, oh, okay, this isn't by rank. Okay, here's what we got. Biomedical, 62,000. Civil engineering, 59,000. Computer engineering, 72,000. And software is 70,000. Chemical engineering, 68,000. Electrical engineering, 68,000. Environmental engineering, 59,000. See what I told you? Geology, geological and mining engineering, that's a legitimate degree, that's 60,000. Materials science and engineering, 68. Mechanical engineering, 64. So pretty much any engineering degree is a good degree except for those environmental engineering and environmental management. So you kind of have your choice. And then petroleum engineering, that was the big deal back in the day because of the Bakken oil field. No, Forbes, I don't want you freaking... I'm a mechanical engineer. So you get the idea. Pretty much any engineering degree is a good degree, except for management, environment. I'm still going to say bio isn't that good. I do not like bio. Bio just, you put so much effort into it, you don't get any money out of it. And it's a legitimate field, but no one hires. So those are kind of the, but it's up to you. Once you're in engineering, you get to choose what of is intellectual interest to you. Oh, you only made $90,000 instead of $97,000. Yeah, okay. It's more important you get the fuck out of New York City. All right, so what do I think you should do between accounting and engineering? The truth is I would go into engineering, even though it would take you a couple more years, and you may have to not work as much. And the reason why is the money is just that much more. I also think accounting is becoming more and more commoditized, and the compensation is not going to be there. Plus, it is now my policy that if you're going to go into accounting, you got to go get your CPA. And the various state accounting boards are requiring that you, almost in some places, you must get a master's in accounting. So if you're going to make any decent money in accounting, you're going to have to become a CPA, and an increasing number of states are requiring that you at least sit for some master's classes. Then you got to take the test, you got to study, and it's kind of boring. Accounting is really boring. And so what I'm saying is, you say, well, I could get my accounting degree in less time. Yeah, but a bachelor's in accounting isn't going to cut it in the future. So you're looking at 3 to 4 years between both options, engineering or accounting. And if that's the case, and you want to become an entrepreneur, I say go into engineering. All the way, without a doubt. Nothing wrong with becoming a CPA, nothing wrong. But engineering is just, that's what I wish I went into. I was this close to doing nuclear engineering because I love physics and that chemistry. And, but I love economics more. And now here I am, the world's greatest economist. But yeah, I would definitely do engineering. So you got to get your engineering degree, maybe work construction a little bit on the side through your dad. Get your engineering degree. Have those New York State taxpayers and New York City dumb fucks pay for it. Have them subsidize the hell out of it, and then you get the hell out of New York. Not New York City. You get out of that. Get out of New York. Read Reconnaissance Man. You got to get your ass to Texas, Denver. That's something you may want to consider. Is like if you want to go get an engineering degree, Colorado School of Mines, South Dakota School of Mines, Georgia Tech, Urbana-Champaign. These are all great engineering schools. So you may want to consider going out of state. But if New York is going to pay for an engineering degree, let them do it. But probably just as important as you majoring in engineering is my advice that you get out of New York, because that is going to financially help you way more than accounting or engineering. You're splitting hairs more or less at that time. But I can say without a doubt the best advice I've given you is to get the F out of New York City and New York State. So, all right, that's it. You guys got questions? The old captain has answers. assholeconsulting.com. Check out the blog. You can read. CaptainCapitalism.blogspot.com. Have the podcast on SoundCloud, the Clary Podcast. We'll see you guys later. Doodles.